Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I am here today with a wax tag video. So I know the why wax tag has been going around. I'm a little late to the game because I've been on a work trip and I'm still on a work trip, but I wanted to take a few minutes of downtime just to record the video and participate. So I was tagged by, I have my little note cheat sheet here so I don't forget anything. I was tagged by Christine's Scent Scene. So Christine and I recently connected on my Teddy Bees RTS haul. So she was kind enough to tag me. So thank you, Christine. I've really been enjoying watching your channel. So thank you so much for connecting with me on here. So I thought before I get into the official why, I would just give a little bit of background on how I got here. So as a little girl, I remember going to home decor parties with my grandmother, home interiors. I don't know if anyone remembers those sorts of parties, but I know they were really popular. Probably, I don't know, 80s. Is that when it was really big? That's my recollection, at least. So I remember going to these parties with my grandmother a lot because you know how the whole party system works. One person books a party and then someone books off of that person, and then it's a whole cycle. So I remember going to these parties quite frequently with my grandmother. At one point in time, I know that they had added candles to their options of home decor items. And I remember specifically there was a baked hot apple pie, something like that. And those little octagon jar candles. And I remember my grandmother getting me one, and I feel like that might be the first official candle that I ever had. So I just remember enjoying it so much. I mean, in general, like my family, I feel like candles weren't like a daily thing that was done in the home. It was more of like an occasional thing, right? So, the holidays, something like that, like the fall and winter holidays. You're having company over, right? So you light a candle, that sort of thing. But it wasn't a daily occurrence. So I think that's how it started. And then I remember in my, early 20s and getting my, first apartment and those sorts of things. Of course, I was really a candle addict. Still am sort of a candle addict. I've kind of lessened it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I was into, of course, Yankee Candle was really big. Remember all of those? I don't know if they even still make them, but remember all those tea light warmers that they used to have that like the little dish would hang like on a chain, and they would be like themed after different holidays. I had so many of those. I mean, I lost count. I had one for just like, everyday use. I had all of the different occasion holiday ones. So I was big into Yankee Candle. Got into Bath and Body Works candles, that sort of thing. And so I think that's where it all started. And then I remember loving haul videos, but beauty haul videos. And so, I was watching various beauty gurus. And I think, based on that, it led me to Mr. Kong's mom, who I'm sure everyone is familiar with, does amazing candle haul videos, and also does Scentsy videos. And I know she's besties with Lisa Rowberry. And so I think, that got me looking at Scentsy and, starting to watch a lot of Scentsy haul videos, and then discovering that, wow, there are all these other wax vendors out there that do these amazing scent combinations, that sort of thing. And so while I did, back in my early 20s, I would buy like the Walmart's wax melts, that sort of thing. But again, it was sort of more occasion based. Oh, you cleaned the house. Oh, let's throw in some wax melts. Oh, it's, the holiday season. Let's throw in some wax melts. But again, it wasn't a daily thing. And even the candles, I don't know that they were a daily thing. It was just more like, I was working more outside the home at the time also, so it was just on the weekends, that kind of thing. But anyway, discovered Mr. Kong's mom, Lisa Rowberry, started ordering Scentsy, watching Scentsy haul videos, and then it led me to all of these amazing YouTubers that were hauling vendor wax and started looking into that. And so that was probably late 2020. And then for probably close to 2 years, I had just been ordering um, vendor wax. And so at some point in time, the summer of 2022, I started thinking about ordering one of those wax melt sort of sample kits to like make your own wax melts. I am a crafty, creative person. I've done various other types of crafts in the past. I'm fortunate enough that my job, there's aspects of my job that are creative, so that creates a creative outlet for me. I've done various home decor items in the past. I made wreaths in the past, wreaths for myself, wreaths for friends and family, wreaths for, the more I'm saying that word, it sounds weird, wreaths. Wreaths for friends and family that wanted to give it as a gift to someone they know. So, I was doing that for a while, but I never really turned it into a business because it's like, how many of them do you need? I mean, you buy like a Christmas wreath, it's going to last you more than 1 year unless I'm doing like huge craft shows or something like that, but I never went down that route. So at some point in time, I just kind of got away from it a little bit. And so then, again, fast forward to last summer, the summer of 2022, I ordered this sample kit. And so I, tested that out a little bit, was kind of, into it. So I was like, okay, let's like sort of look at these other suppliers. So I started looking at different suppliers, ordering different types of wax and testing that. And then my obsession for, candles and wax melts and vendor wax sort of turned into fragrance oil obsession. So now I'm ordering all these various fragrance oils to test. And so we did that probably for, a good six, I guess close to 6 months ish, and decided to open our own shop in late 2022. And so that's what we did. And so I do have my own shop now, but still love supporting all of the fabulous vendors in this community. I will continue to do that. I don't know that I'll be buying as large of quantities as I had been, but I definitely will be still supporting them because I feel like I almost associate it to one of those things. You know how when someone else makes you dinner, it always tastes better than when you make it, right? So it's like I'm making all of these sense, but like I want to, melt some Teddy Beeswax or some Sassy Girl or, Pharmacist's Daughter, all of the great vendors out there because, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where, I love my wax too, but it's just one of those things, just kind of want to spread the love and, experience all of these great vendors and scents. So I feel like my official why would kind of be twofold. It would be on one side, it would be, creating all of these scent memories from all of these amazing scents out there, connecting it to special moments, connecting it to special people. And then the other side of it is definitely connecting with this amazing, amazing wax community, sharing our love of scents. One thing I really appreciate is different perspectives, right? Even in the professional setting, and in my work life, it's always great hearing different perspectives, right? Because it opens your eyes up to things that you may never have thought about, right? You may never thought about it that way, or you're like, wow, that's really interesting. Because we all talk about our lives on here as well, in addition to our love of scent. So it's just great connecting with you all, and hearing your perspectives on, just things in general, just your perspectives on various scents and vendors and all of that stuff. So I appreciate that so much. So I think that's my official why, just the memories that it brings you, because of your love of scent, and then also just the wax community and connecting with you on here. And I want to specifically say that everybody has been so, so sweet and kind to me. And I don't want to cry, but I appreciate it so much. I have a sign in my office that says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. And I just love that saying so much, which is why I bought the little sign to hang. And sometimes I think it's easy to forget when we get that wrapped up in, our lives and things. But I appreciate kindness. I always try to be kind. Even when someone's having a bad day, right? You never know what someone else may be going through. So I try to give people grace. And just know that they are a kind heart and a kind soul, and so I appreciate that so much. So the challenge that I am going to have is coming up with 3 people to tag, because I am late to the game and I have been watching a lot of your why videos. Everyone that I watch or can think of has already been tagged, except for one person, and I'm not 100% of that, but I'm going to name her just in case. And I'm going to name 3, even though the other 2 have already been tagged. And the reason I'm going to name them is because to kind of go along with this kindness theme, they have been really kind to me in this YouTube environment. Everyone has been kind, but I just want to specifically call them out because they've reached out to me, they've communicated with me, and I just greatly appreciate it. So the first person I'm going to mention is Susan Fitzpatrick. Susan was, I think, the first YouTuber to support me and my small business, and so and just as a fellow YouTuber, so I appreciate that, Susan, so much. Susan's such a kind heart. So and I think everyone knows Susan, but if you don't, please check out her channel. I will definitely link her in the description box. I also wanted to mention Natalie from Melt with Nat and Jack. I know she's also been tagged already, but she is also such a sweetheart, so kind, reached out to me about mentioning my shop in one of her live videos. And so thank you so much, Natalie, for being so sweet and kind about that as well. And then the last person I'm going to mention, who I know is new to the vendor wax world, and I think she was a follower of Susan's, who discovered me through Susan and has been dipping her toe into the vendor wax world. I think she's a Scentsy consultant, I believe, and was strictly doing Scentsy. Sorry, I think I got a little movement here, guys, on the camera. We'll just let it go. Let me see. Let me try one more. Try to adjust that a little bit. Okay, and so the third person I'm going to mention, who again I think discovered me through Susan's channel, who's a Scentsy consultant and is just only recently dipping her toe into the vendor wax world, is Valerie Shootman. So I'm gonna tag Valerie as well. I didn't see a wax tag for Valerie, so check her channel out. She's new, so maybe you have some insight to give Valerie on different vendors to try, since she's again just starting out in this sort of new vendor wax journey. So again, thank you all for being so sweet and kind to me. I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate hearing all of your great insight on all things wax and all things in general. So I appreciate that. I hope I get to connect with more of you, through this fabulous community. And that's all I have, guys. So thanks again, Christine, for tagging me. I appreciate the opportunity, and I will talk to you guys all in the next video. See you soon. Bye.